Hey guys, welcome back. And this is stats part one, and what it is basically is EVs and IVs. IVs can add a maximum of plus 31 to each stat from the base attack, and then EVs you have to train for on Pokemon Online. I guess you can just apply them. But when you kill, or not kill, but when a Pokemon faints in battle, or your opponent's Pokemon faints in battle, it will gain a certain amount of EVs. Now, generally, an EV, not EV like EEVEE, but EV as in EV like effort value. IV is individual value, but when you take out an opponent's Pokemon, you get EVs, and generally EVs are like the Pokemon's best stat, like Machop and all that stuff gives off attack EVs. And generally, when it's the higher evolution, it gives off more. Sometimes they give off one from each stat, or one from two stats, like Grimer, I think, starts off with 1 HP, but Muck has 1 HP and then 1 attack stat. Now, there's a total of 255 possible EVs that you can add to each stat, but realistically, you should only add 252 because it takes 4 EVs to boost his stat by 1 point, and as you may have guessed, or if you didn't calculate it out, 255 is not divisible by 4. Closest number divisible by 4 is 252. So that can add, I think it's 63 to each stat, so you get like plus 94. And that is very significant. So, EV training is generally like easier the farther you get into the game because in the beginning of the game it's usually just like HP and attack. So, if you want like a specific EV to, get, sorry I'm being kind of slow here, I'm a little tired, but aren't we all? So, just like if you want like to constantly gain EVs, I suggest using an item that increases the amount of EVs that you can gain. Using the Machop Rays cuts speed in half while you're in battle, but it doubles the amount of EVs you get. And then there's specific items, they're called getting a text, but I'm not going to answer that. So pretty much they're called power items, and what they do is they automatically give you, like, I think it is 4 values in the, or 4 effort values in that stat, but they also cut your speed in half, so that's sometimes good with Analytic, I guess, or whatnot. And then sometimes you're going to be faster than the opponent, which is actually really good, because I finally got faster than my opponent's Machamp, and it took me forever to finally OKO it, but I did. So, what you want to do to EV train, if you don't want to go through all the wild Pokemon, is find a good trainer that, if you can, the game rematch. Because what you can do is you can use like the VS Seeker or whatever, and you just keep going back to that trainer, because they generally tend to give off the same EVs. Like in Fire Red, you guys know on, after you go off one island on Mount Ember, you can fight those 2 karate guys, and you can just go back into the Ember spawn, heal, and come back out, use the VS Seeker. And then there's like 4 trainers there you can battle, and one of them is moving back and forth. That would be 5, but I'm not counting her because she's hardly ever in range of the VS Seeker. So that's a good place to train for attack. If all of them are willing to battle, I think you get a total of, one sec here, 6. You get a total of about 10, maybe a little lower. But I was using the Machop Ray, so I get a total of 20. That's pretty good. Another thing you can use to boost stats is the Pokerus, and there's like a 3 in like 65,355 or something chance of that. I'm pretty sure that number is accurate, or not accurate, but pretty close to the answer. And so I've actually got it legitly once, and it did help me a lot because my EVs were just rising, and then my stats went up like +8 a bunch. like Pokerus, I don't know if I already said this, but it doubles the amount of stats you get, so I think you can stack it on top of Macho Brace. I'm not sure. I don't think you can, actually. But, because, you know, that'd take, like, 1 to 2, and then 2 to 4, and then if it started off with 3, you give up 3 of these, you go from, like, 3 to 6, and then 6 to 12, and that'd be outrageous. So, yeah, now moving on to IVs. IVs, you are predetermined when you catch the Pokemon, and in Pokemon Soul Silver, they added a new way to get IVs. When you hold power item, and you get like an egg, I guess. The egg gets all the IVs from that stat of the parent Pokemon holding the item. However, you can only use one item, or else that will like not work. It'll either take one stat or the other. It won't do both. So one item. And just, I know I didn't really say this, but I'm just going to quick talk about natures here. I'm not going to go list off all of them because that takes a while, but when the natures, there's like a chart, and it starts out as like a nature doing nothing, and then what a nature actually does is raises one set by 10%, and then another set drops by 10%. And in order, it's unchanged, attack, unchanged, defense, unchanged, oh wow, I don't remember. I think it's either special attack or speed. I don't remember. I think it's special attack, unchanged special defense, then unchanged speed. I don't think you can raise HP with natures. Yeah, no, you can't. I don't know why you can't, but you just can't for some reason. So, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys can watch part 2. Sorry I was being all laggy and stuff. I'm having like writer's block right now, and it kind of sucks. Because I make up stuff on the spot when I do vlogs, and sorry for not posting, but again, I've been busy, and writer's block is not fun. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will be back hopefully tomorrow, and by tomorrow, I'm pretty sure you guys have figured out, I mean 1 or 2 days later. So, goodbye.